Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, morning, afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. Whatever it is. Good evening, morning, afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. Whatever it is. Good evening. So here's a little screen size comparison. This is a Switch OLED. And you can see just setting it on top here. It's pretty much the whole device is the size of like the Switch screen top here. So it's pretty much the whole device. But that's okay. Switch screen. It's actually a really good size. But that's okay. It feels really nice in your hands. It feels like a better build quality than the Ambernick. And it's roughly the same size, just more rounded off. And it's roughly the same size. Kevin Clausen says, "I want a handheld that can play every system up to Xbox 360 and PS3 games, and I won't buy any more handhelds." Yeah, this is this is pretty powerful. This little thing. The only thing is though is that I haven't found an emulator yet that does PS3 on Android. I haven't found an emulator. Is there an echo? Oh, that's because I'm an idiot and I have my thing running in the background there. It should be gone now. But anyways, I have the brightness kind of up so that you guys can see the color of the system. I just wanted you guys to be able to see how it pops. This is watermelon, and they have a bunch of different colors. They have translucent and they have this green color. I actually really wanted the green color, but it was, I don't know why I picked this. I guess I was thinking like Neo Geo, but I like green and teals and stuff like that. But this looks really cool, and it's very comfortable in your hands. So very solid. It's a nice piece of gear. The screen is an IPS. And that's a big difference than the Ambernick, because the Ambernick has the OLED that's in the PS Vita. And I'm going to be honest though, what I don't like about this one is the brightness. It's not as bright, even with the brightness maxed out. So you guys can see though, it's just got a smaller footprint. And it's a little bit more ergonomic up here where the triggers are. And the triggers definitely feel, the build just feels better on this, on the Retroid. It just feels higher quality. So again, real quick for anybody who's just joining us, this is Switch size comparison. Yeah, it really is nice quality. So I'm gonna lower the brightness so you guys can see the screen better, or the exposure, I guess. Bro, that was like 2 seconds. A little bit more, maybe. That good? Dude, really? All right. Well, we'll go with that for now. All right. So I don't have everything set up, but I have the stuff that you guys are going to want to see, most of it. I don't have PS2 on here. I do have PS2, but I don't have any games on here yet. But let's check out Yuzu. Yuzu is an emulator of the Switch-in kind. Now, this is like a strange conundrum. So there's some sort of balance between like the emulator not being optimized and this having the ability to actually run the games on here. But if you're running 3D games, you definitely have to lower the resolution. So I think you can lower the internal resolution by like half, and that helps out with performance. Now, if you're playing like a regular, like a 2D game, like any of the 2D games are going to play really good. So Cowabunga Collection, Shredder's Revenge, Final Vendetta, and stuff like that. This, I haven't been able to get Zelda to run. It does have feedback, yeah, so it does vibrate. Ultra Street Fighter 2 actually runs really good. Mario Odyssey will run, but it's like really slow. Like half, it's 30 FPS. It should be running at 60. Mario Wonder will actually run with the downscaled resolution. So we can check that out because that's going to be something newer that's 3D-ish. 3D-ish. 3D-dish. Dishy dishy. I would imagine though, if they ever do come out with a PS3 emulator on here, it's going to be able to run PS3 games. Just based off of my experience with emulation, I would think so. Unless the emulator is really like unoptimized. Okay, let me see. Do I need to go down one more? So volume's up top. Can it play Crysis? Is that on the Android platform? Oh, yeah, okay. I know that. It's been a long time since I heard that. There's other games too. So it's pretty decent. Like this is now again, it's not running perfectly. Trying to see. It says it's running at like 30 FPS right now. But it's, I mean, like the sound is good. Like the game is playable. Yeah, it's playable. Oh, there we go. That's another thing that some of these emulators do is they have like a texture preload thing. And so it's weird because it'll like load textures on the fly. But it's interesting that it like doesn't really affect the sound. Yeah. I got it for my daughter for Christmas. She still hasn't played it either. Well, we're clearly behind there on Oh, there we go. Wait, what? Good lord. This is literally taking forever. But you guys get like the idea. It's playable. So it's cool. But then if we go to Mario Odyssey, you're going to be really disappointed. Now, I don't know if there's settings that I could adjust, because there are settings that you can do in Yuzu that will help with the game's performance. And graphics is one of them. So I'm going to change. Actually, I had it lowered down to half the internal resolution. So I'm going to go up now to this one. My dogs are so annoying. They do that deliberately. They shake off like that to get my attention. And they like to do it while I'm live streaming. Yuzu, if you have the early release version, which is like $5, then yeah, you get more frequent updates. All right. So let's check out Street Fighter. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay, I forgot. I have to adjust. For some reason, this runs better with VSync on, which is really bizarre. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof. Yes. I know it's at least 60. I have to, actually, I can check the website and let you know on that. It's a really nice display. It doesn't have like light bleed or anything. It's very rich. So it's not like a cheapy. Oh, really? Yeah, so these are Hall effect sensor thumbsticks. And then yeah, the buttons and the D-pad, the D-pad's actually really good. It's a lot better than the RG505. Dude, I don't know what this is really weird because it was running at 60 FPS earlier, so I must have like adjusted something that I wasn't supposed to. Cause see, so for that's weird. For Mario, I had to change the resolution and turn off VSync. Now with this one, I really shouldn't be. All right, let me try this again. Just real quick. Hello, Joker and Johnny Blaze. But anyways, this was running, also the battery I think is getting low. And the battery is pretty good so far. I think it was at like 70% when I pulled it out of the box, and I've just been giving it a beating. Oh, it could be a system thing too. Like it might not be. Sometimes these Android systems have like a performance mode thing. Ooh. Change this guy's name to Violently Shocked Ken. Jesus. I'm like staring at the FPS the whole time. Well, now it's staying. Oh, I don't know. I guess I just needed to restart it. Oh, how are you that fast? That's not possible. What's up, Chris Harris? So pretty good, right? Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Oh. No problem. Anytime. Okay, so there we go. That's some Yuzu. I haven't figured out where Wii U is on it. Like there has to be a Wii U emulator for Android, but I haven't found it yet. I mean, yeah, Wii U, because there's Wii and GameCube. So I'll tell you guys what. What do you want to see next? We can look at, because I'm doing like high performance stuff, because that's the biggest thing about buying one of these is like what high performance stuff can you play. So you can definitely get some Switch in on it. You know, your mileage may vary, your performance is going to vary, and you can always fiddle with it. Anything like 32-bit and below is going to run, guaranteed, like 100%. N64 is going to run perfectly, or it should run perfectly. And then you've got like, you know, NDS and what's it called? And the cool thing is too is that it's touchscreen. So, but RetroArch is gonna run pretty much everything up to like Naomi 2. Mario 64, yeah, we can check Mario 64 out. But I've got a Wii game on here, and what else? Like I think I have Tatsunoko versus Capcom. So let me see. Where's the directory? Directory. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god. I'm about to go the RetroArch route because I'm too lazy to like go through this. Refresh ROMs. Oh, here we go. Select folder. Okay. So let's go here. And then go here. And then go... There we go. But yeah, it's going to be able to play pretty much anything up to Switch. So far has been my experience. Sega Saturn, flawless. The only issues you will have with Sega Saturn are going to be related to RetroArch's cores. But most of the games are, like, you can configure them and you can use shaders and they're going to run perfectly. I put a little video up on my Twitter earlier of me playing Virtua Fighter on Sega Saturn. So as far as I know, there is no PS3 emulator yet for Android. There's a rumor that the guys who do the PS3 emulator, whatever it is, RCPS3, that they're working on an Android port of the emulator. So, I mean, it's the potentiality is definitely there. It's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen. Yeah. So there is HDMI out. Sorry for not mentioning that. Right up here, you've got a mini port or a micro port, whatever it is, and you can hook that up to your TV, use a Bluetooth controller or a wired controller, whatever. And yeah, you can play. So you can play it on your. You can consoleize it. So it's pretty cool. And I'm trying to remember what resolution it goes up to. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me see if I can pull it up on the website while this thing is doing the dumpy dump. Okay. So we have, let me see here. So there's two models. There's the Retroid Pocket 4 and then the 4 Pro handheld. And this is the 4 Pro. Let me see. Okay, so it is 750 by 1334 at 60 FPS, 500 nits. And it's got a 5000 mAh battery, 3D Hall effect sticks, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi 6. And this one has 4-core, 4x78, 2.6 gigahertz, and A55 4-core at 2 gigahertz, G77 MC9 at 836 megahertz for, I think that's a Mali for the GPU, and then RAM 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4X, storage 128 gigabyte UFS 3.1, and then you have your TF card slot. If I wonder what like how much it can support up to in that slot. I mean, at least 512 for sure. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. This model is $200, Joker. Yeah, this model is $200. The Pocket 4 is, I think, $150, and it will play most GameCube. Yeah, I mean, it'll play anything that the emulator can push out. If the emulator is not optimized or the game doesn't run right on the emulator, then that's where you're going to have issues. But as far as like the system itself being able to play the games, it will. Excuse me. Dreamcast, yeah, Dreamcast plays perfectly. And Dreamcast was playing perfectly on the 505. So that was like, this is more powerful than the 505. Like, if anybody's wondering, this is a bit more powerful than the RG505. All right, let's go and check out. So we're doing N64. See, here we go. Baboosh. So we've got, what did you want to see? Mario 64, right? Super Mario 64, there it is. Oh, I have the DD. Super Mario Odyssey 64, what is that? Okay. Sorry, I'm like trying to read these things. Okay, start. Oh man, the freaking overlay. Oh really? This is what we do now? We put ads in emulators? Okay. Sorry, that's a little bit too loud. Yeah, this emulates Saturn perfectly, Greg. I'll do Saturn after this. I mean, obviously, if you have like a core issue, but most things can be configured to work, so. Yeah, that's Craig, actually one of the reasons I was really excited about this is because it's got the power to do that, and it does it well. I wish you could skip this. But it also does give you a good idea of like how smoothly the game runs. I mean, it's like, and the camera obviously doesn't do it justice. I mean, it looks really good on here. Like the colors are so rich. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is true. I guess, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think of nits in terms of OLED, and OLED always has to have more nits, but I mean, just to give you guys an idea, like, I mean, there are no new issues here. Like, this thing is just, it's beautiful. God, I remember the first time I owned this game and played it. So good. All right, let's see. Yeah, it really is great. And that's the whole thing. Like, if you want two of the like best handhelds that you're gonna get your value out of, it's gonna be the 35XX and this. Like, that's the conclusion that I've come to. And let me see. This is with a scaled resolution, so desync audio. Interesting. Okay. Oh God, I really didn't mean to do that. But anyways, you can change the resolution on it. You can stretch the screen. So you have the options to really custom. Now you can run it through M64 Plus, or you can run it through RetroArch. I would recommend using RetroArch just because you get the pure emulation experience of the core itself, and then you have the ability to use shaders. But that's my personal preference. As far as having to worry about performance, like it's not gonna be an issue on this. So let's check out some Saturn, which is gonna be RetroArch. Retro. All right, so hopefully all of my directories are still intact. Let's see. So we can check out some Panzer Dragoon. And you're going to want to use the Saturn Yaba Sanshiro. Failed to load content. Cool. I think I have to go reset my my BIOS directory. That's okay. So let's see. Sorry about that, guys. User interface. Where the hell? Oh, directories. There we go. Okay. No, man. Why you gotta be so cruel? Use this directory. All right, there. That was the problem. Cool. Let's load this baby up. Let's see. This is the only thing that sucks about RetroArch. But it's really good. Oh wait, current, we're already good. Cool. Boom. Oh, that's good stuff. That's the good stuff. Makes me want to go upstairs and play my Saturn. Such a classic game. So now if you want to go in and adjust some things, you just press the little RetroArch symbol, right? And then you go over here to settings. You can go to video, scaling. You definitely want to have VSync on, and I do. But aspect ratio, if you go to 16:10, it doesn't stretch the screen out all the way, so it doesn't feel stretched. And then but you get most of the screen. You get most of the screen footprint. And then I use quick menu, and you go down to shaders, turn shaders on, and you can save all these settings. I just haven't taken the time to do it yet because I've just been dinking around with it all day and trying to load games onto it. And I go to CRT, and then I go to shaders, and wait a second. Did I go to the wrong one? Maybe it's GLSL. Yeah, this one. And then you go to ZFast CRT. Select that. And then back out. Quick menu, resume. There we go. So beautiful. So as you guys can see, it runs really well. I wish I could get it I don't know if you guys can really see the filter on it, but the screen just looks like incredibly good. And it's just, the scan lines don't distort the image or anything. So it's a really good filter. Now, even without this, it just looks so sharp and rich on here. Like I'm totally good with it not even using a shader on this. I just like the screen stretched out a bit. And that's obviously gonna... Whoa, what the freak? Why is it not going away? Okay, whatever. But you guys get the gist, right? So, it runs really well and it'll play. Make sure you close out of... Yeah, it is really good. Make sure you close out of your other emulators though, if you were running something else, because that can actually stunt your performance in the next emulator that you open because it's hogging more memory resources. Just a little tipsy too for you. All right, so let's check out some GameCube. There we go. So there's Wii. Yeah, I do have Tatsunoko versus Capcom. What do you guys want to see? How about some Super Mario Sunshine? Yeah? All right, Super Mario Sunshine it is. Maybe. I think I pressed the wrong button. There we go. So this game does run at 30 frames per second, and if my camera would focus better, you could see up there in the corner, it's running at 30 frames per second, so... Metroid Prime. I do have it, Bo, but it's not on. I haven't loaded it on here yet. Sorry. I will though. You know what? I'll make sure to include that in my video. Actually, I think I have the Switch version on here, which may not run very well. So I'll get the GameCube one. Shout out to my mod, Bo. Ye old faithful mod. Appreciate you, Bo. Hope you're having a good night. So very vibrant colors, smooth, no issues. Everything looks good. The screen is stretched, but it's not bad. Oh God, is this another one of these forced intros? You can feel the... Oh, I was gonna hold it up there so you guys could hear it, but it's got force feedback, so... Can't you skip this garbage? It was rough, yeah. First GameCube game, yeah. This was like, I was like super excited when it came out because I remembered how epic Mario 64 was. And when this came out, it was so different. I didn't really get into it until like way later on when I played it, and I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. But yeah, as you guys can see, no problem. So run Saturn, no problem. GameCube, no problem. Now, again, you may get like the occasional kind of like almost like a skippiness or a loading, and that's just like a texture thing. And I don't, that's probably a setting that can be adjusted. Like I said, I've been playing with these emulators and games all day, but I haven't like gone deep diving into some of them. So, but overall, like just playing it right off the bat, it's gonna run really well. So getting in and out of the emulators is also really easy, even if you're using RetroArch. And I'm pretty sure there's a GameCube core on RetroArch. I'm just doing these because they're a little bit easier to get to. And I think the resolutions are a bit upscaled. But all these games are going to run fine. You're not going to have any issues. The unholy that is Mario Sunshine. But but you know what? It is one of those games, and that's how I felt too, especially when it came out. But it's still one of those games that's just like really unique, and I appreciate it more now that I'm older, which is weird. It's funny. Okay, so let's get out of there. I got some Dreamcast, huh? I know what you guys want to see. Everybody wants to see this game. I've only fighting games on here because Dreamcast is a Naomi. You know what? I don't even think. See video. Oh, we should be good. The bonus games still hurt my soul. Sonic Adventure and Crazy Taxi. I haven't loaded those on here yet. I know. I want to get a bigger memory card because this thing can run CD games like nobody's business, you know, and CHDs. But like Killer Instinct and all that stuff. Matrix on GameCube. Oh yeah, it only have the Xbox version. Oh, the Xbox version is probably a little bit better. I mean, just like graphically, I guess. So if you're using Redream, and I recommend using Redream for Dreamcast because you can upscale the resolution, and it's just a really good emulator. But this is an upscaled resolution, and it's fantastic. It's just such a good emulator. I hate how they don't have Morgan. I'm always like so confused when I have this character roster. I'm like, where is everybody? Ooh, Shuffle. I know. Nobody ever talks about Shuffle, but I really loved Shuffle too. Those are good intros, though. Sonic Adventure is such a good game. It was like the Mario 64 of Sonic. Oh, is that reversed? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, my buttons are like reversed. Maybe. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Guess I'll just stand here and get my butt kicked. Oh god. You guys have to forgive me. I'm used to playing on arcade controls, so it's taken me a minute to get used to this. Is it these ones? What the hell? Oh my god, I can't hang. Hold on. Where's my assist, dude? Alright, I don't have the assist buttons. God. Alright. Like, my buttons are just throwing me off, but it's really good. So I don't have any other games on here, but I will tell you, based on my experience with this, which is less powerful than this, still powerful, but less powerful than this, you're going to be able to play any Dreamcast game that Redream can play. And Redream's compatibility list is very high. And so is Flycast. So let me see what the comments here said. They do have Morgan, but you have... No. Yeah, I know you have to unlock her. I'm saying, like, when I start off on these emulated versions and the characters aren't unlocked, I'm always confused and like, But the funny thing is that the Dreamcast roster is actually placed differently than the arcade. A lot of people don't remember this or don't know this, but it actually is. The characters are placed out differently, and I think there's a couple that on the arcade are available, but on the Dreamcast aren't until you unlock them, you know, vice versa. So, let's see. Does anyone remember the platforming game called Vex on the original Xbox? I remember that title. Backwards compatibility. Yeah, there's a couple games that I just don't understand why they didn't make backwards compatible. Tron 2.0 is one of those. But I do have it on PC. So the other cool thing is you can use the Steam app on here, and you can also stream from your Xbox and PlayStation, I believe, which is cool. So, you know what game I really need to get that on PS2? I need to get Ani. Oh my god, I really need to get that, and I keep forgetting. That and Gravity Days. If you guys haven't heard of Gravity Days or played Gravity Days, such a sick game. And that's a PSP game. All right, so let's check out some PSP. Oh wait, sorry. I got you guys hyped up for PSP, and I don't think I have PSP on here. I mean games. No, skip for now. God, all these bastards want to collect my data all the time. Yeah, so you can play Steam. You can play Steam and PC. And then obviously, if you have an Android library of games, you can play Android games on here. So there are Android games that you can actually play, like get on Steam, that are just in the Android library. Just FYI. Which is another thing that is cool about this being using an Android platform, but with this gaming setup. Now, if you want to use it comes with a launcher, and you can have this thing just launch when the system boots up, and then it just puts these like big kind of colorful icons that are connected to your apps. And this is like just a simplified UI. So if you have everything set up, once you get everything like dialed in, then this is just your really simple UI that it boots into, and you can just start everything from here. I like this. I just haven't, again, like I've just been screwing around with games and configurations, so I haven't really had time to mess around with it. But another thing that you can also do on here is play Fortnite. Enable. Which is cool. So you can play Fortnite on here. Now, apologies for not being able to, not having the stream stuff set up. But it's pretty like it's gonna work. It's gonna work pretty well. It's running on Wi-Fi 6. The system specs are good enough. Like, you're not gonna have any major issues streaming. All right, so I have the graphics settings maxed out, and I have not tried this with the graphics settings maxed out. So we're gonna see how it runs. What does that say? Why? Bro, what just happened? Okay. No need to apologize. Right on. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to have this video out on Wednesday at the latest. It's either going to be Sunday or Wednesday, but probably Wednesday. But I want to get it out there and just give people my take, and you know, if you guys have anything that you would like to see, do me a favor, or that you'd like me to hit on or talk about, do me a huge favor. I mean, because other people are going to be thinking the same thing. Leave it in the comments of this video, because I will cover it. Like, I will look at the comments and I'll go back and I will cover it. And like I said, I guarantee you, if you're thinking it, somebody else is thinking it. So if you've seen reviews on this or people talking about this and you didn't see something that you thought they should have covered, for sure, leave it in the comments. Oh, okay. It's actually a little bit of texture lag, but overall good. So funny, like the Android version is very generalized and it looks really good, but it's like when you look at the Switch, like the Switch version looks better than the Android version, which is funny because the Tegra chipset is technically like older than this chipset, like way older. But I mean, I'm not complaining because, one of the cool things about Fortnite is your account is connected to everything or anything. I'm like Xbox. My daughter loves to play Fortnite with me. This is really the only reason why I play Fortnite, actually. So it runs really well. This is with the graphics turned up. Okay. I guess I'm dead. I wanted to like get over to, let's just spectate. Oh yeah, they don't have the that's so weird. They don't have the graphic texture. I mean the grass textures. Lego Fortnite, yeah. So I mean, yeah, it runs Fortnite, and then whatever is, there's a lot of good games in my Android library. I don't have more on here, or I would go over some of them with you guys right now. I do have them on my Ambernick if you guys want to see some of them, because they're gonna play basically the same on this. But there's some cool racing games. A lot of Steam games are on, or like the kind of like indie ones, or smaller cool 2D ones, platformers. So damn, skins are expensive. Yeah. Did you know about Disney buying a stake? Yeah, I heard about that, dude. Disney's the devil, man. I don't know what their problem is. But I want to see Tron 3, and if they screw Tron 3 up, I'm gonna be so upset, because obviously the first one is like just you know, a treasure trove of retro goodness, and it's just a masterpiece. And then the second one was so good, like it was so beautiful, and like the story was good, and I just loved it. Like I loved the characters. I don't know if it is. I've never looked into it. Probably not. I'm pretty sure it's not actually, but it could still be considered canon, because it wasn't Flynn's kid. It was Bruce Boxleitner's kid, right? Tron Legacy was so awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Tron 3 is confirmed. It is confirmed. So okay, so anything else you guys want to see on here? Because I will check it out for you guys. Yeah, and I mean, like, I really liked Jared Leto in Blade Runner. Like, dude, he was good in Blade Runner, and I've liked him in a couple films, but Blade Runner, he was really good. And if he is playing a character that's has like that essence to it, if he can pull that, like, I mean, I think his character could be like really cool and good in Tron 3. But we'll see. I mean, I know it's like his passion. Like he loves Tron and everything. So I'm like, it's either gonna be really good or it's gonna really suck. But I'm rooting for really good. So yeah, I I kind of agree with that. He did have some moments in like this, like some of the side story short films though, which were kind of cool. Daft Punk would come out of retirement for Tron 3. I could, if they're gonna come out of retirement for anything, I could see it being something like that. But who knows? All right, so we've got, what else do we have? Super Nintendo. We've got the 32-bit systems. Unfortunately, I don't have any Citra or PlayStation games, but they're gonna run fine. I mean, if you can run a PlayStation game on this thing perfectly, they're 1000% gonna run great on here, especially on DuckStation. So, but I have been beating this battery all day long, like all day, and it's only at 20% right now, and it was 70 when I took it out of the box, and I have just been beating on it. I need to charge it up fully, actually. But if you guys want, what did we say? PS2, I don't have, do I have any PS2 games? Let me see. Let me check, you guys. Disclaimer, what is this? Don't disclaim me. Fast, unsafe defaults. Whatever. Import BIOS. Let's see here. Does anybody know what the name of the PS2 BIOS is? Because I don't remember. LMNOP. Oh, here it is. Got it. Maybe. Oh my god. Wait a minute. This isn't. Kazooie is like, I hate you. Let's fight these guys. Like, you're the worst dad ever. Let's fight these guys. Hey, what's up, Rascal? Sorry about that. I don't know. Is it cutting out for anybody else? And I'm doing good. I'm kind of tired, but I'm doing good. I just been fiddling with this Pocket 4 Pro all day. I miss Heihachi and Tekken 8. I know. Dude, that story was like, it was like traumatic. Literally, I grew up with Heihachi as a character in Tekken, and like the like his story, his lineage in Tekken. It was like literally traumatic when he died for me. I was like, oh my god, Heihachi. Tired too, just got off a Brooklyn show. Ready to unwind. Dude, what is up with this? Hold on a second. Toggle frame limiter. Let me see if I can fix this overlay. Garbage. The garbage. It's just garbage. Touchscreen. No, I do not want touchscreen. None. We do want port 1. We want a DualShock 2, right? Okay. Oh, we gotta map all the things? Okay, guys, bear with me. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this wrong, but I don't care. I think this is supposed to be circle, but alright. I just need to get this done. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it runs flawlessly. Touchscreen off may get rid of... Oh, no, yeah, no, I just had to turn the overlay off. Yeah, it's really seamless. So it runs really good. Well, needs a family counselor. Yeah. Seriously, man. Hey, thanks, Rascal. Okay, so do you guys have any other requests as far as games? I think we pretty much like hit all the big stuff. Sega Saturn, Switch, Dreamcast. Wii. Or no, did we? We didn't hit Wii actually, but we hit GameCube. PS2, didn't have any PSP. And obviously, yeah, again, it's going to play all the 16-bit games flawlessly. And again, for anybody who's wondering, it does have the micro HDMI, so you can consoleize it, can play it on a big screen. Got Bluetooth if you want to use a Bluetooth controller. And I will have a video out on this within the next, I don't know, 5 days. So I hope this was, helpful. And again, hey, you guys, if you have any questions or anything that you want me to cover, or if you watch another review and you're wondering about something that was left out, come back, leave it in the comments, or leave it in the comments after the live stream is over. I will cover it, okay? In fact, I will wait to release the video until Wednesday to just give it some more time to like comprehensively go over everything. So if you guys come up with questions, I will accept your questions up until, let's say, like Monday night or something. So thank you all for joining, and yeah, have a question, leave it in the comments. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow evening, I will be doing a show with Twisted Gaming TV. We'll be talking about his arcades and just gaming stuff in general. So it should be a fun show. For your review, I think it would be helpful to mention how the RP4 feels overall when playing fighting games and maybe FPS games. Okay, FPS, that's good. Do me a favor, please, Greg, and leave that, just cut and paste that that comment you just made and put it in the comments. Because my brain is like, there's TNT up in there all the time. So, all right, you guys have a great weekend. And maybe I'll catch some of you tomorrow night for the show. Peace out, y'all.